Hello, Miami. I'm here with product specialist Landry, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's new here for the show in the booth.
Thanks, Sarah. So it's actually Product Education Manager. I changed my title. Fancy, isn't it?
Fancy.
So some of the things we got new that we rolled out last year is the first product I want to talk about is the X-Shaft 200 SHO. So this is something totally new for us. Now, previously we did offer the 200 SHO in a 20-inch version, and we've had that for a long time. And that's a great motor for short transom boats, like bass boats and things like that. You do see it in some other places. But we discovered that there was a need to complement our F200, which was typical in areas like this, with our V6 product, which is the SHO series. So we now have a 4.2-liter SHO in a 25-inch shaft. And that brings some really solid benefits for a variety of different boating types that are limited to that 200 horsepower category. So if you have, say, like a smaller pontoon, and you want to have a little performance on the back of it, that 25-inch shaft length is actually excellent for that type of application. Or if you have an older console boat, and maybe you want to replace like a 3.3-liter to 25, the X-Shaft 200 is also an excellent replacement because it's also a mechanical motor.
Okay, a lot of people ask, what is the difference in the SHO, the black motor, and the regular gray motors? Can you tell me that real quick?
Well, that's a really good question. So one of the main differences between the two is the fact that, one, all the SHOs only come in mechanical. There's no digital variants available. Now, the other thing that's actually really neat about these is that there's actually electrical and mechanical differences between those two motors all the way across the board. So if you look specifically, say, at like the VF90, which we released just a little while ago, great little small motor. We also have the F90. The VF90 actually has a different gear ratio than the F90 does. If we move up to the F115 versus the SHO 115, you have actually a different intake camshaft, different ignition system, you have different electrical programming, different fuel injection programming. So there's actually a lot of differences that are actually individually different between the SHO series and the F series.
Okay, so just to simplify that a little bit for myself.
It gets a little complicated, actually.
The black motors, the SHOs.
It's not black, it's deep purplish metallic.
Deep purplish metallic SHOs. Is that better?
Much better,
okay.
Much better.
So our SHO line of engines, those are a little bit more performance driven, a little bit more torquey. If we're going to pull a tuber, if you're going to let me slalom behind your boat, maybe that's a better choice for us. If we're going to race out of the hole to our bass fishing tournament, that would be a good choice for us. Or even for bay boats.
It could be for any application because SHO motors are limited to a single engine configuration, so you can't use them with twins or triples because they are only available in the right-hand rotation. You can't get a left-hand rotation like you can with our typical offshore motors.
Okay.
So that's also a difference. But if you say have like a bay boat, pontoon boat, and you just want something a little more performance-oriented, great motor.
Okay, one more thing. That deep purplish metallic.
Yeah.
Is that just for freshwater?
No, of course not. It has the same great corrosion protection that all of our offshore motors have with the F-Series.
So everything Yamaha makes is for salt or freshwater?
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's made for a boat.
Okay. All right.
It's that easy.
So what else is new?
So we also released our F20. So that replaced the old one. That's based on our tremendously hit of the F25, which has just been a slam dunk, and it was actually such a lightweight motor we moved it out of our mid-range category into our portable category. So we expanded our portable lineup, and now we have the new F20 based on that motor. So you have batteryless EFI with it. It comes in, I can't even count, I'd have to look it up. A tremendous amount of variations. You got 15-inch shafts, 20-inch shafts, power trim, you have tiller handle, remote, the pull start through cowling, electric start, the list goes on and on. So if you look at that, you look at the F25, and then you add in the T25, which we also released, which is also the high thrust variant now, you have a tremendous range of different motors that can power small ribs, any sort of little canal boat you might have, a skiff, something like that, even workboats or bigger, heavier boats like a pontoon or a barge. The T25 is a fantastic platform for that. And it does come with the patented dual thrust propeller, which means you get that extra thrust in reverse to help control those larger, heavier boats.
Okay. All right. That sounds great. Anything else?
Oh boy, just come on into the booth and look around. We got all kinds of good stuff. A lot of people like to still ask about the XTO, and I'll actually be spending some time talking about that specifically later on, because it's a product that's unique unto itself.
Okay.
But I know we got a lot of really intelligent people here in the booth that would love to talk to you and answer any of your questions.
All right, thank you so much, and you'll be here inside today?
I will be here all day long.
Okay. We also have a dock right outside these doors. We are doing demo days there. We've got some power pay information, so we'd love to see you in either spot. Come on by and ask us some questions.
Yep, and when you go out to the docks, make sure and test all the features of the new Hellmaster system, because remember, that was updated last year with the set point features. So it's a lot more than just a joystick. So go out in the water, experience drift point, fish point, and the stay point functions, and see how those features can be used and repositioned for the type of boating that you do.
Bri, one thing real quick, I know that we're wrapping it up here, but that set point technology is a little bit confusing. I think the best way to experience that is to talk to one of our captains that actually fishes it, because it's not just for docking, and they can show you that set point technology and how you can use it in different applications while you're using your boat.
Absolutely right. And personally, I'm a very casual type boater. I like to just go out in the water and hang out. I don't do a lot of fishing. I just do a little family boating. So we like to go out on a pontoon out in the lake. What I actually like to use Fish Point for is to go out in the lake and just hold my position while we're relaxing in the evening time and have a little dinner. That way I don't have to worry about dropping an anchor or constantly repositioning the boat as we get blown off. And I can use that low RPM mode. The motors are super quiet, and it keeps me where I want to be at on the lake. And I can actually sit there and just relax.
Okay, that sounds great. We'll head on out to the dock or come by the booth and check it out. Thank you so much and enjoy the show.
Talk to you later.